less severe in terms of gusty winds or tornado risks, for example, but we will still have a good amount of support to produce periodic rain, and some of that can be persistent and occasionally heavy. These waves of thunderstorms moving off into the Gulf waters, but this low is drifting a little bit to the south. So that displaces that corridor of very active thunderstorms and instead gives us a setup where we have a good amount of rising air with deep moisture to the south, and that's going to be a trend that helps to more easily form areas of cloud cover and periodic rain. Some of that can be more than just periodic. It may start to roll over certain areas a little more often with ongoing sustained rain activity. It seems like coastal areas could be a little more susceptible to that, can have some pockets of rain that form across inland areas, but the setup does allow the easy formation of just general rain and embedded thunderstorms. And yes, a couple of those could be on the strong side, but I think the rain production going into tomorrow and Thursday, those 2 days combined, we can see maybe another 1 to 2 inches, especially around and south of the state line. I wouldn't necessarily peg a lot of attention on the specific numbers, but the zones where we can have the heaviest rain on saturated ground, it can worsen local flooding issues. Now, there can be a couple strong storms. I think the main concern with that would be gusty winds and not much else in terms of hail or tornadoes. But again, excessive rainfall is possible. Flash flooding can become an issue, and we'll see if any flood watches or related advisories can be issued because of that. So keep it here on First to Know Weather, but this evening looking okay unless you're going offshore. Small craft advisory is in effect for southwest winds that can be around 15 to 20 knots in the overnight hours. Rain coverage 80, 90% next couple days. Does not mean nonstop rain 24 hours a day. Some of us will even have a few hours of a break and even some partial sunshine. But I do think cloudiness will prevail and slow our warming into the upper 80s for highs. The pattern starts to change once again by the end of the week. We will see maybe more in the way of scattered to numerous showers and less of these broader waves of rain. So that does allow us to get back towards 90 degrees for the beginning of next week and beyond. Those morning lows stay very warm and muggy, right around average though in the lower 70s.